how Bitcoin is mined. Let's talk about the aspect because it really is the fundamental foundation to where Bitcoin originated from. It plays a giant part of the market. And by the way, it is the most stable of all the different cryptocurrencies that are out there. It's been the king of all the different cryptocurrencies ever since it was first introduced. So it really is the beginning coin and also is the premier coin in a lot of different ways. The high cost of mining, one way to share some of that cost is have a mining pool. Everybody joins together and they share in the rewards. You and the neighbor next door and the neighbor next door, maybe 55, maybe 75,000 neighbors all get together and they hang out and says, yo, let's have a crypto pool and we'll sit there and go mining. Let's all mine together. And by the way, it sounds like I'm exaggerating. There are giant pools, just normal people that join them as part of this, and they all share in the rewards. It's almost like people buying lottery tickets and sharing the results. So it's nothing but a pool in the aspect of people are getting together to share resources, add more capacity, but you got to share the rewards then, and the payouts are less than working through a pool. So you have that volatility, except it gives you a higher probability of actually being successful in getting something out of the aspect of mining. Here's some of the basics you need. You'll need a wallet. By the time you're done, we'll talk more about wallets later on, but you put your Bitcoin into a wallet someplace. It's not made of leather and it doesn't go into your purse or your back pocket. It's electronic because the things you're going to store in it are also electronic. Everything is electronic. The wallet is an encrypted online account that allows you to store or transfer and accept Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. You'll see different companies. I keep my wallet on Coinbase. There's multiple ones out there that offer different options for cryptocurrency. With 12,000 types of cryptocurrency out there, there's not that many brands of wallets out there, but there's hundreds of different types of wallets you can get. Some people keep them on a flash drive that's highly encoded. So it just depends where you're at and what you go about using, but you need to get a wallet. You need to get mining software. There's a lot of different provided out there. Many are free to download. And once you're connected, you too can mine Bitcoin. Get your hard hat on and your pickaxe. I forgot, we don't use that in this thing. Computer equipment, you can buy new for around $10,000. The price varies from $8,000 to $17,000 per computer. But you can also go out on the used market and pick some of them up for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. And it just depends what's out there. And buyer beware, you don't know what you're getting. But for the most part, it's nothing more than a processor. But you're going to have to use vast amounts of electricity. So I recommend also getting lots of extension cords and then sneaking it over to the neighbors, plug it into their outdoor. You probably shouldn't do that. Okay, but the price volatility, pay attention to it. Bitcoin's price varied since it was introduced in 2009, and over the past year, it traded for less than 20,000, and it jumped to 69,000. It's all over the map. It just depends. The regulation, we now have the Securities Exchange Commission. We have the Gary Gensler has been involved in it, passing regulation after regulation. There's not a regulation that he never fell in love with. And so they're embracing a lot of different things, cryptocurrency. But you know what? We probably needed the regulation because there's too many wild people out there. This is like the Wild West, and we'll talk more about the craziness of the crypto world in another segment. So governments, they really, because they don't control cryptocurrency, that terrifies them to no end. They can't put their stamp of approval. China went out, and China is now becoming highly communistic, much more so than it has been in the past. They said, we will no longer allow cryptocurrency in our country. Boom, and they stopped it. They stopped that just like that. Actually, they didn't really stop it. They stopped a lot of the mining, but the trading is going on behind the scenes. They probably don't know about it, though. Okay, so China stopped it, citing financial risk and highly speculative trading. Yes, there are financial risks, and there is speculative trading. And China used to be the world's largest miner of cryptocurrencies, and they stopped it because, well, the government said so. They think they stopped it just like that. Yeah, right. Okay, so the reality is the regulations are coming and coming again. So we'll see what happens then, but some of them are truly needed. On the bottom line, it sounds appealing. The reality, it's difficult and expensive to do profitably. The volatility of the price adds more uncertainty to the equation. That high cost of the electricity, that's a big thing. And keep in mind, Bitcoin, when you buy Bitcoin, it's not like I'm buying stock in General Motors. No, it's Bitcoin. There's nothing that ties into for value. General Motors, at least you know they produce a product. Bitcoin, they produce a math equation. Huh? What good is that? And how does that affect you? And how does that benefit you? It really doesn't. It's not paid to gold. It's not paid to cars. It's not paid to pharmaceuticals. It's not paid to Ma and Pa's grocery store on the corner. Bitcoin itself is speculative, and keep in mind, there is no intrinsic value except the desire of people to buy it, own it, trade it, make money off of it. And usually, a lot of times, it's one person wins and one person loses. Now, the only thing is that cryptocurrency kept going up, 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 up. It was a win-win-win for everybody for many, many, many years. And then boom, just like that, the market dropped out. It went from 69,000 down to 16,000, and it crawled back up for Bitcoin up to the 20,000. So we'll see what happens. But the value is what we put on it. So the bottom line, China banned Bitcoin in 2021. I'm not certain it was a bad idea. Okay, there's more regulations on the way. More regulations. Come on, got another truckload coming in. Yes, it's like that. There's also another critter out there called halving. The halving is where they chop the number of Bitcoins when it changes every 4 years or so. In 2024 will be another halving. And that being said, instead of every time you mine and you capture Bitcoin, instead of 6.25, it's going to be 3.125 Bitcoin every time you solve a problem. And the intention is eventually mining will be gone, no more Bitcoin will be mined, nothing new, and that'll drive the current value of Bitcoin even higher. Some of the newspaper articles are saying after 2024, Bitcoin, will it hit $100,000 a coin? It might. That's the cool part about Bitcoin. It is highly risky, it's highly volatile, and it's highly a place you can make a lot of money. That's why people are doing it. That's why you go online, you'll see hundreds of people out there selling you different products relating to it. You'll see people, everybody saying, buy this product because of the fact that you too can sit down and be successful in crypto mining, or you too can be investors. It's always interesting. So Bitcoin, pay attention to how it's mined, because that is the underlying foundation for some of the most powerful and strongest Bitcoins in the market. And by the way, I do believe Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, we will have some form of them into the long-term future based upon the technology that's involved with it and its ability to do wonderful things very quickly. With that, take care.